Welcome back to the NBA Star Index, a weekly gauge of the players who are most controlling the buzz around the league. Reminder, inclusion on this list isn't necessarily a good thing. It simply means that you're capturing the NBA world's attention. Also, this is not a ranking. The players listed are in no particular order as it pertains to the buzz they're generating. This column will run every week through the end of the regular season. Blake Griffin jumped to the top of the NBA news cycle when he was recently bought out by the Detroit Pistons and signed by the Brooklyn Nets. It sounds like a name grab. Griffin has looked like a shell of his former explosive self this season. But might Griffin have a touch more left in his tank than he showed in Detroit's dire environment? I was immediately bearish on Blake. I still largely am. But I have thought about it more, and a couple comps offer a ray of hope. Marc Gasol looked pretty cooked last season with the Toronto Raptors, and here he is starting and playing good ball for the Los Angeles Lakers, who have the talent to work around the things Gasol can no longer do at an elite level while taking advantage of what he still can do. Griffin isn't the passer that Gasol is, but he's a good one, and it's easy to imagine that element of his game having some kind of impact as a small ball center with all that perimeter scoring talent around him. Both Gasol and Griffin are threats as pick and population three-point shooters with far more concerning scorers occupying attention. There is success to be had below the rim. Also think about DeMarcus Cousins with Golden State. He was nearly as big a shell of his former self as Griffin has looked this year, but he could step out and hit a few shots and be a presence on the boards, and he had a few moments on the big stage. He helped the Warriors win a finals game by doing just enough in a pinch with what little he had left to offer. To me, Griffin should be looking at these aging star blueprints. His role now becomes about timely plays rather than consistent contribution. All that said, this could go one of two ways in Brooklyn. He could, even in minimal minutes, screw up the already second-nature chemistry of that offense, with really no defensive upside, and end up riding the end of the bench. Or he could be re-energized by the opportunity to once again play on the big stage, use the remainder of the regular season to get ramped up and have a few moments in the playoffs to help the Nets win even 1 or 2 games on a finals run, which would be more than enough to make the experiment worthwhile. It's officially NBA trade season with the March 25th deadline for players to be moved creeping up, and Lowry is the biggest name believed to be available. That doesn't mean he's going to get traded. It's perhaps more likely that he'll remain with the Raptors. The Athletic's Amick reported on Wednesday there's a strong sense that Lowry's $30